Hello, welcome to Willow Talk in the studio. Adam Peacock. We're back together again. Brad Haddin, Alyssa Healy.
Yay.
How are we?
It's good to have the captain back. It's hard. It's just me and you.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's easy when you're not here. We just do it. Heels.
That's bullying.
Well, at least we've still got our faculties, unlike you last week. I heard about you.
What did you hear?
Well, you just forgot about the fact that there's modern technology in life these days. Explain yourself. You thought you had a ticket that you'd lost from the car park, and you're like not just in the office.
Yeah.
The greater metropolitan area.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, you've lost it.
Well, I'm anal about being late. You know that.
Yes.
And I had to go get the kids. So luckily, I gave myself from half an hour to get there. I give myself 2.5 hours. But as I came out, I walked down to the car, and I couldn't find my ticket for the car park. So I quickly ran upstairs. I retracked all my steps, and I'd went to R&W Williams earlier in the day, so I went back down there. I said, I didn't leave anything there, and the bloke's going, no, you haven't. And I thought, you know what, I'll just pay the tote for 24 hours parking. And as I got back down to the car 45 minutes later, I realised the car park's turned into, it just takes a picture of your number plate.
Number plate recognition.
It's been like that for about 12 months, Adam. And I think for context, people need to know how early you actually are. That pre-podcast, we get a message, comes through all the time. It's downstairs if anyone wants a coffee. Adam and I haven't even left our houses yet. More often than not, we're like, we'll see you in 45 minutes.
There was one time we had, I think it was an 11 a.m. start. You buzzed me. I was still in bed, and I live an hour away.
You would have been late.
You're a strange individual. No, I was there.
Never late.
10:59. I was here.
Nah, that's
Never
late.
It's not late. It's on time.
Start the show.
Heels.
Hey.
Great to see you back playing cricket and playing well.
Oh, great. Also great to be back here, but also nice to be running around in the sunshine, yeah.
No, you get on this episode, you get to talk about yourself. It's one of your favourite things to do.
I don't want to, but it was nice to be back playing cricket. It's funny, though, how quickly it shifts after 6 months away from it, and I was like so looking forward to it, and about 4 games in, I rolled out of bed and go, oh, God, not again. We're going to play again. So it's funny how quickly it shifts, but it was a nice week.
Did you enjoy yourself with the kids?
I did, yeah.
For you, to have you there, were they throw your bag out the room? Did you throw someone sit in your spot? Did you kick their bats away? Or
No, they were all scared of me for the first week, and then I think they kind of
I'd be scared too.
Yeah, they got over it after that and realised it. But I do get a little bit loose without responsibility, I feel, and I've just sort of behind the stumps just decided to let rip all of a sudden because I didn't have any responsibility. So it was good fun in that regard. But nice to be back playing.
You like fielding?
Well, I do until the ball comes to me. I think it's all great until you're at short cover and someone whacks one and you misfield it, and then it's not so fun anymore.
Alex Carey noticed that last night.
Well, why do they put the keepers in the hot spot? They just automatically assume that you're fine. But normally we have a little bit of extra coverage. But here you go, have a short cover.
Well, did you see Alex Carey about, when was it, 9 months ago, take those catches at mid-on?
Yeah, but it's
Of course you're going to put him in a hot spot if he takes catches like that.
Yeah, it's all fun the first time, and then all of a sudden you got to do it more regularly, and you're supposed to know what you're doing. Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time I fielded and got hit with the base of the salad bowl?
No.
In India? Did I tell you about that?
What? Firstly, there's a salad bowl in India.
Well, you'll understand when I get to the end of the story. So I'm fielding on the boundary, and I got hit in the back.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like from a mandarin or something. So I've turned around and backhand flicked it at the crowd. Next thing you know, bang, 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 there was a salad at my feet.
He got an entire Harris Farm market thrown at him.
Had to get the 2 security guards to follow me. But what I noticed, that they were moving to the side and letting them throw it and standing back together and just laughing. But, mate, it's not fun fielding. Like Eden Park, the abuse our players got there on the boundary, I'd have to engage.
Yeah, but they're only Kiwis.
That's why I stay in the ring, Hads.
Yeah, no.
Joel producer is nodding assuredly out there. I think he might have been one of them.
He was probably sitting there,
in his beige outfit.
He might have been the one that was abusing my mum and dad, and my mum and dad have never been to New Zealand, so I didn't know how he knew all about him.
On this episode of Willow Talk Australia, the white ball series with South Africa won the T20s, but got spanked in the first one day. We'll talk about that. Heels and her ton. She's going to take us through ball by ball
again.
That one against India.
She's not.
Oh shit!
14 weeks out from the Ashes. you're away for this. We're introducing a new initiative here at Willow Talk.
No, I was listening to the Harry Brook one last week.
Oh, you're all over it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great work, Heels.
Thanks.
Today, we're going to talk about Nathan Lyon. So we're going to go one for one. English, Australian. This week, it's the turn of an Australian. I want to talk about Nathan Lyon and break down his importance to the Australian side and the outcome of the Ashes.
He wasn't even in the last Test match. Why are we talking about him?
Exactly. He only played 2 over in England as well. And we will be talking about the great man.
The GOAT.
And we're going to finish with Sundries. It is World Photography Day. We want to talk about some of the great snaps, shots in cricket. Photographers get the shits when you call them snappers, by the way, but that's what they do.
We've all got nicknames.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That we don't like.
I've got plenty.
So roll on with it.
My wife's a radiographer, so her whole life's been about taking photos.
Yeah.
And she's the parent there where the kids are getting their steak sandwich. Or just get together they're halfway through that, and she's getting photos. She does not miss anything.
So with the radiography,
praise your wife on this show.
Yeah. Well done.
You've
Always.
changed.
Always.
What's
Karina.
the most horrific thing she's seen as a radiographer?
Probably my fingers.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that how you met?
I tell you what, I was lucky though, because as we've always said, scans rule you out, but they only rule you out if the physio or the doctor of the state team sees them. So I was lucky enough I could bypass them knowing what was wrong, get the scan from Karina, get the specialist to look at it before I presented
a different scan to the others.
Sometimes.
Jeez, you've got perfectly straight fingers. Is this really your hand, Hads?
Well, I'd come into the physio at New South Wales Cricket and say, I've broken my finger, the tendon's intact, so I'm right to play. It'll be uncomfortable. But the tendency, he said, we'll have to get a scan and get a report. I said, here they are. Because if I did it the other way around, I would have been out for the games leading into that. And as a keeper, you can't give your spot up.
No, you can't.
Now, make sure you check out our social media channels at Willow Talk Podcast on Insta and TikTok. Plus, check out our YouTube channel at Listener Sport for all our full-length episodes and shorts and all the fun stories. And the latest episodes with John Hastings and Ashley Giles has plenty of tales that you'll learn about and enjoy. And just to put it out there, John Hastings, everyone in the comments on that Instagram clip, no, he didn't. He just forgot about the capacity to bowl for a short amount of time. It wasn't
twice.
He wasn't copping backhanders. He just could not play cricket all of a sudden. And as he put it, he felt like Aaron Finch had sat on his hand for a period of time. So, no, it wasn't the case. But some bloody good yarns in there. And Ashley Giles going into detail about the 2005 Ashes as well was a damn good listen. P. Bully left us a review on Apple Podcasts. He said, great pod to listen to whilst at the gym and work. Best way to stay up to date with the cricketing world. Thank you. I was waiting for the punchline there about something that was wrong, but it was just a nice comment. So we'll take those. You can also comment on our Spotify episodes with any thoughts. We will read them out, good, bad, or otherwise. Before we get rolling, though, with what's going on in the world of cricket, we have to lead with this. Rest in peace, Bob Simpson, a true great of Australian cricket, not only as a player and a captain, but a coach and a commentator. His contribution to the game... very few people who have got involved in cricket in this country have contributed as much or more than Bob Simpson. Played 62 tests, 10 hundreds, just shy of 5,000 runs over 2 spells. And there was like a decade in between those 2 spells because he came back famously as a 40-something to help out when World Series cricket kicked in. Over 20,000 runs in first-class cricket. But then as a coach as well, very few people have a record like that as a player, but have as much notoriety as a coach. And what he did there as coach of the Australian men's cricket team will always be remembered. Guys, got something that stands out about the great Bob Simpson?
Yeah, I have, and it was his hard edge. He put the fielding and the style that Australia play on the map. When he came in to the team, he challenged guys that we had to field better. He had a really strong work ethic. He combined well with Alan Border in a difficult period to get Australian cricket on the rise to where it was when he took over. But I remember now and then he used to come into New South Wales training when we were young, and he'd do this catching thing with everyone. He'd just have 2 balls and he'd run around and hit them. But he had this knack of hitting the ball just a metre away from you, then you run to the next. He used to have guys dry reaching, Our fitness trainer tried it once. He said, "How hard's that?" He was dry reaching on the ground, but he was a great man. He was a tough competitor. I loved his passion. Yes, you see how good a player he was, but I love his passion when he coached Australia. The way he worked with Alan Border to put that hard edge in the Australian cricket team.
Yeah, that's probably what I've heard the most. I didn't have a lot to do with Bob Simpson. I'm not sure if I ever really crossed paths with him, which is a bit sad to think about how much he's contributed. But that's all I remember hearing from a lot of past players was that. He was tough, but it made us tough as a side, and made us successful. So sad day, but incredible record.
Can you imagine retiring and then 10 years later coming back to international cricket?
Nope. I struggled after 6 months. I didn't even retire.
That is extraordinary.
Well, I'm 10 years retired.
Yeah.
Well, you're back playing
No, I'm not.
for Australia.
I tried it once. That was a Bucks trip. That wasn't standing in front of someone and trying to compete. Just been to have the
like he went to the West
juices.
Indies when the West Indies were rather good.
Yeah, mate. There's no way to be able to stand in front of them and still have the appetite to compete. Extraordinary effort.
So may he rest in peace, Bob Simpson, and thoughts obviously from the entire Australian, not just cricketing community, sporting community with his family at this time. But we'll get to the cricket now, and Australia and South Africa are involved in a white ball series. Last time we were here, it was 1-0 Australia in the T20s. Australia went on to win the T20s. But let's roll into the one-dayer that we've just seen. What happened there, Hads? You were calling it.
Yeah, it was interesting watching. Well, first and foremost, I found it interesting the toss. Mitch Marsh has won 21 tosses and sent the opposition in every time. Then he said, the wicket was slow, bit dry. To me, it's nothing to do with the surface. It's just the style of play as a captain that he wants to play. But South Africa, they sort of got to bat it okay. You thought, but then they were 4 short of 300. So they did well there. Then Maharaj come on and exposed us with some clever captaincy, I think, as well, to bowl the spin in the first 10 overs where he could use the new ball to his effect. He got 2 LBs and 3 bowls. He kept the stumps in play the whole time, but he exposed some of our batsmen the way they start to spin. I think they'll have a plan next game, but South Africa this time were just too good.
Hills, when you face a bowler like that, Maharaj, and for the viewer, for the uninitiated who doesn't have to face it, it looks like, well, he's not turning it square like a couple he could rip, and he's not the quickest, bounciest bowler of all time. Why don't you just hit him? But it's not that easy.
Yeah.
It's not that easy, in particular when you're just starting your innings as well. I think you've got to be really precise with what plan you're going to use, and I think a lot of us seemed like last night we're just wanting to sit on the crease and play him a little bit. And sometimes it's harder when the spinner isn't turning it as much. He was getting enough. It was just holding a fraction. It wasn't really ripping. It was just holding, which is sometimes not very nice, in particular when it's a left arm offie at the right-handers. So we just wanted to play him from the crease, which I get. I understand. That's generally how you can get away with playing a spinner like that on a slow wicket. But, I mean, if you think about someone like Jadeja, not saying they're similar, but the left arm spin, it's the one that actually skids on that more often than not gets you in trouble. And I think that's where we kind of left ourselves open a little bit last night, and then created the option for him to go up and over because we weren't using our feet.
A good sign for the Australians is he actually didn't get any wickets in his last 5 overs. He bowled well when the ball was new, where that straight ball came into play.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about left arm spin, it's actually not the ball that turns that worries you. It's the back of your head. Is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? And they catch you on the crease and you get done on the inside. He was outstanding. I think Australia will come up with a plan to play him a lot better, and especially the way I think South Africa will use him at the start with the newer ball, but he bowled well.
Well, you know why as well? The left-hander helps, having the lefty. And then I think Alex Carey would hit that 9.5 times out of 10 and missed out. But having the lefty in there against the left arm offie is so important. So I feel like if we can get that right, get that mix right, get Alex in there facing him a little bit more as well.
Or keep Travis Head in.
Travis Head, we've got options, right? So that plays a pivotal role, and that's what we got to make
none
sure.
for 60.
Yeah, none for 60 and then 6 for 89. And Maharaj ended up with 5 for 33, but at one stage wasn't it 4 for 9 in his 5th over?
Yeah.
Or something? It could have been anything.
Yeah.
So, he got rid of Marnus, Green, Inglis, Carey and Hardy. Extraordinary spell. Absolutely extraordinary spell. Marnus, his return?
Yeah, just looked a bit nervous, didn't he? He got caught on the crease. Decent ball, but he got caught on the crease. He would have been amped up for this game as well. He's been out of the team for some time. I know form lines you shouldn't count over both forms of the game. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll find a spot there at number 3. They need someone with Steve Smith out of the team. He'll be disappointing to start his summer that way, but no real concerns.
Summer
for me.
It's 11 degrees in Sydney.
What,
and hosing down.
Sydney?
Yeah.
I know it wasn't in Sydney,
Sweaty
but
up
it's not
there.
summer.
When the cricket starts.
I will say, I hope this becomes a bit more regular, these games. Because there's no footy on during the week especially, but on weekends too. But it's great for the people in those regional areas up north. I mean, you've been up there a fair bit with the women's side, also Darwin. But why not make this maybe not annual? It might be too hard to do with the schedule, but even Australia A games as well.
Send us up there. I mean, we've had nothing. The 100's on at the moment, so there's a window there that can't play international women's cricket, but I don't think there'd be too many saying no thank you to hosting some men's game up there every year. Definitely.
If you're a state player and you're rocking up to the nets in 10 degrees, I can't imagine what they're doing down in Tassie as well. It's like 5 degrees. Wouldn't you rather be up north in a bit of heat, playing a bit of cricket?
A lot of state players are going up there. They call it the mini bash, don't they?
In NT, yeah.
They go up there and play I think it's over a 10-day period where play the Canberra goes up, the Renegades. I don't think the Thunder or Sixers have gone up. I know the Melbourne teams have, and play like a mini bash. It's actually a great way to get your season started, get away from hitting indoors, and you can. The lifestyle's up there good. You can go fishing, enjoy some nice seafood, stay away from the crocs. Do not do a recovery session. Matthew might nearly killed us, but that's a different story. It's a great way to start the summer up there.
I'll tell you what, back on the cricket,
Thank you, Heels. I was just about to do that, but
you took us off it.
Yeah,
I know.
You did a little bit. But what I thought the captaincy last night, you just mentioned it, you touched on it just before, but Marnus comes on to bat, Maharaj came on straight away and got him first ball, second ball. So great matchup. Obviously doesn't have a great strike rate against left arm spin. I don't think most of the Australian side do. But Marnus walks out there, you put the pressure on him straight away. I thought that was awesome and just put Aussie on the back foot.
What about how Australia bowled in that one in the one-dayer? South Africa nearly 300. Aidan Markram just loves playing against us at the moment.
He was filthy.
Yeah, he nicked the worst ball of the day.
At the start of his innings, they look like they just wanted to get through the first few overs unscathed. What Australia have done to him in the past, he's hurt them up front and they haven't been able to get back in the game. But they got through. He was sort of shanking them everywhere, hitting high in the splice, low at the bottom, and he didn't look. Then all of a sudden he found his rhythm. Then he got a half tracker and nicked it through the. I don't know actually how he did it. I think it was just a lapse in concentration. And the way he walked off, he got interviewed after the game. Mate, he was on track for 150. He was filthy.
Yeah, looked good.
Which lends us into, give us an old yarn. Like Greg Blewett was on with us a couple of months ago and he told us that good magnificent story here in the West Indies where he became Keith Arthurton's one and only test dismissal when he was absolutely humming and middling it and he smashed one to mid-wicket. But not only a time when you've done that, you've just feel like you've thrown your wicket away.
Every test match.
Yeah, not every time.
Yeah.
But how long you hold on to it. What's the longest you've ever held on to a crap dismissal?
I'm 48 soon.
Yeah, I'm still spewing over
years.
a 99 at the Wacker.
Still.
So,
What will get you over it?
100 at the Wacker.
It has to be at the Wacker?
Yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, I've never really fully got over. We're playing a WNCL game at some background in Perth. Again, it's Perth.
It's Perth.
Mine's there too.
I was on 96, had a free hit. So I was on 96, had a free hit.
Please don't tell me.
And I smoked this ball dead straight. Alex Blackwell at the non-strikers end hit her. So I was going for 4. I was on track for 100. hit her. She got in the way. Dot ball. Anyway, we maybe got a single off her midriff, wherever it hit her. Anyway, couple balls later, there I am. I'm not acutely aware that I'm on 99. I'm sort of in the vicinity because there's no real scoreboard. Got a full toss, hit it down cow's throat on 99.
Done in the air? Was it the
Bat throw?
No, it was a pacey.
Bat throw?
No, just more of a on the way off.
Yeah, right.
But you just asked how long it's going to take me to get over that, and I still haven't. And that was at least 10 years ago.
Still. Hads?
I've got one at the whacker as well. I was batting with the tail, and I needed about 20 to get to my 100. And I think it was Sid's at the time. He said, "You get it quick. I'm not going to get through Morklandstone." And the spinner was on. I said, "Okay." So I went after the over. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I hit, I think, 14 or 16, had a ball to go. I said, I'm just going to put one straight over the sight screen. Stumped. 94. 94 is a hard number.
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, you just think
gotta go
one
for
hit
it.
away, one hit away,
Yeah.
straight to long on.
What was the scramble back to the crease like, or did you just miss it and keep walking?
It wasn't scramble. I shook hands with Sid. I was that far down. Mate, we've all had those, haven't we?
Yeah, it's
those
not
moments. It's hard number. It's good to get to 94 or 96, but then you get dismissed most on those numbers because you're one good hit away.
Yep.
And you're in control. You hit one off your pad, yet to mid-wicket, one out to deep cover. Then you get to that number and you think,
You just
I'm
want to
one
get it
hit away.
done.
I'm one hit away.
You just want to
I'm
get
one
it
hit
done.
away.
Yuck. Anyway, back to the cricket.
Yeah, do we need to dissect that game anymore? Or?
No,
Why
that's
would you
about it
ask
on
that question? Why would you ask cricketers who have weird heads anyway,
Yeah.
a bit OCD, or does that still play in your mind? Both of us started twitching.
Yeah.
I think by now, Adam, I think I've said it most episodes that we're all crazy.
To
So
be
why
able
set
to
us off?
not keep it within and let it go and talk about it actually helps in the long run, guys.
Yeah, but you're meant to be laying on a couch,
Yeah.
a black cat walking around the room.
You
Free
don't
jelly beans.
Yeah,
You actually don't realise that I'm going to charge you $380 per half hour here as well.
it's not working.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
How Australia bowled to South Africa overall. How did you see it? What adjustments do they need to make for the rest of the series?
We just looked. Sometimes I actually think going from T20 to one-day cricket is actually a really hard adjustment. And you think about it, Australia had 2 days to do it. We've got a bowling attack that hasn't played a lot of ODI cricket. They've played a lot of T20 cricket for Australia in the last little bit when, the perceived big dogs have been sitting out. But got an attack that's a little unsure in the one-day format. So I thought all in all we didn't bowl poorly. I think we maybe didn't attack the stumps enough. If the wicket's a little bit slow, doing a little bit early, we probably let them settle a little bit too quickly. But all in all, I thought we were okay without being great. We just looked young.
I actually enjoyed watching the game, the way we went about our bowling. We didn't bowl bad.
No.
South Africa played pretty well. At times, we were really good. Josh Hazlewood was good with the ball. I'm with 2 years out from the World Cup, I actually like these games, and I like when the Stark and Cummos aren't there. That's where we find out most on how Nathan Ellis is, where Benny Dorshus is at. And this is their biggest growth period because it's easy when things aren't going your way to give the ball to one of those guys and they can turn a game. And no matter what the surface, where the game's at, you're actually never out of the game. And we've seen that for nearly 10 years now when that bowling group's together. So it's good to see what life's going to look like after that group's gone. And Nathan Ellis, I think, has done a wonderful job. He'll be a big player for us, I think, come the World Cup. And Ben Dorshus, he's just improving every time he gets an opportunity. But this time, South Africa just probably played a bit more patient.
Well, I think what happened is we couldn't sustain pressure for long enough, and you could see it in sort of the body language in the field as well. Like they'd get off strike really easily, and you've got guys sitting in the ring, but they're on the ring, and then all of a sudden the bowler's a little bit frustrated that Bavuma got off strike so quickly or the new batter got off strike so quickly, and then we might finish the over with a boundary, and then all of a sudden your over's gone for 6 or 8 instead of maybe 3 or 4. So just just felt like we're a little bit off in that regard. But that's, like you said, Hads, that's kind of a learning and that's a great opportunity for them.
Yep.
Come together, they go to Mackay, fresh venue, fresh wicket. Okay, how can we put a little bit more pressure on that middle order in particular and squeeze them a little differently to try and get wickets that way? Because South Africa was still playing shots, but they were finding the boundary. So how do you get them doing that a little bit earlier in the over?
Indeed. The second match on Friday, tomorrow, up there at the Great Barrier Reef Arena. Just a quick one on the T20s as well. So 2-1 for Australia. Australia holds the number 2 ranking in the men's T20 rankings, below India, and they need to stay above New Zealand in order to automatically qualify for the Olympics. A bit of a blow-up about that as well. Limited spots. So they've done it by region instead of just having the top 6 teams. One is the 6th and final place for the men's is held by the United States.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting concept. So Oceania, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, South Africa, Zimbabwe, the European place. Could be a Great Britain side, which would be interesting because at the Olympics, it's not England.
So
it's
it'll just
Great
be
Britain.
England.
Well, they might need to choose the odd player here and there.
Yeah.
From Ireland.
Paul Starling.
Well, they might have to have They might have a quota spot from Scotland, one from England.
Oh, that's the way you pick your best team.
Sorry,
goal.
England. And anyway, it's and there's others, but there's a blow up with the fact that obviously India will qualify, but that means all the other subcontinental teams might not be able to qualify because India are number 1. So are you going to have your best field?
No.
Anyway, a long way off.
You probably won't have the best competition in that regard, but I guess that's the way it's been done. So we can't really blow up about it too much.
Well,
New Zealand can continue to blow up about it, but I actually think we were lucky to win that series. I thought we should have lost that T20 series. The South Africa let us back in the game a little bit. So I feel like those contests are going to become more and more important as the Olympics draw closer, and we've got a World Cup obviously as well to think about. But as the Olympics draw nearer, it's going to be interesting to watch that unfold.
And as for the women's side, as Alyssa Healy guides Australia to the LA 2028.
Oh, yeah.
I keep on trying to talk her into it, and it's not happening. However, current form
10-year retirement.
Current form would suggest 137 off 85.
You're slow.
I got a bit lucky. Got a little lucky along the way. Can't complain, but look, we've all had a little bit of luck.
Didn't notice it.
Yeah.
How'd the body go?
Good.
No dramas.
I think that's the most important thing.
Yep.
I mean, the cricket's a cricket, and I was happy with that. But
how many quick singles? How many pushing for 2?
A lot of 2s.
Yeah.
We actually ran a 3 on the first ball of one of the ODIs, and I was ready to go. So
Just
I think
end it.
I think that is a sign that everything is where it needs to be. But no, pulled up really well. That's the most important thing. The cricket aside was good fun. I enjoyed that, but the body held up well, and a couple of weeks down until we head to India. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and there's a test match or a 4-dayer that's taking place at Allan Border Oval this week.
Starts today. Yep.
If the weather...
It's also looking like it's going to be raining up there, so the girls are getting their cards and their crosswords all ready for the week just in case, but that's going to be stiff.
Did you get the 100 on Ian Healy Oval?
Yep.
Nice.
Now, add sets.
First time?
How many times you get hit in the pads and get given not out?
No, but I got dropped like 3 times.
Yeah, testimonial game. Next.
Testimonial game.
Not allowed to get out on
We
my
played
uncle's
3
ground.
games there.
No.
Yeah. I got out on 91 at the same ground, so you can't really say that. But
Well, that umpire got sacked.
got caught.
Did the man that the ground was named after bother to come and watch it?
I don't think he did. But I did. I had probably the biggest crowd of the Healy side and the McPherson side, my mum's side, at the cricket on that Sunday. It was quite remarkable. I've never seen that many of my family and friends in one place, and I was like...
Testimonial.
And I was, it genuinely felt like it. It was like either I'd never played for Australia before or it was my last game. That's what it felt like. And I was like, thanks for coming, everyone, but I'll be back here later this year. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Yeah.
Give us a name that impressed you.
Ooh. Oh, look, I loved playing with that next group of cricketers just because I don't get to play a lot of domestic cricket anymore, and the last few WBBLs I've been missing out. So to kind of see them approach their cricket was really cool. I loved seeing Lucy Hamilton do her thing, big, tall, left arm quick that plays for Queensland. That she was really impressive, great cricket brain for such a young young age. But the one that stood out was Annika Learoyd. I think she's been playing really well for New South Wales the last season, and to put it all together in Aussie colours, I think was really cool and an absolute weapon in the field. So I hope that puts her name front of mind for some higher honours at some point. But she was really impressive.
And what's next for you now that you're a full-time cricketer again?
Couple of weeks at home.
Training every day.
Yeah. Well, I'd like for the rain to stop so I could do something other than train. But like I said, couple of weeks at home, and then a really hectic week before we fly out to India. But we got 3 ODIs over there before the World Cup, so we got 7 weeks in India. So just kind of enjoying a little bit of time at home, eating steak before we leave to head over there.
Who do you play in the final of the World Cup?
We've got a few more episodes with it before she does.
I hope we. I hope we get there, and I think if we get there, we'll be playing India.
Oh yeah.
But so you're around for the? Can we put it in the diary that you're going to be with us for the next couple of weeks, or?
Yeah, definitely the next one. Yep.
The next one.
Yep.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
That's commitment. Thanks. Drinks break. Back in a sec. We're chatting Nathan Lyon, our Ashes Spotlight. Also, Sundries. Ashes Spotlight on Willow Talk. This week, we shall talk about Gary. Nathan Lyon.
Is there an Ashes this year, Adam?
No.
I hadn't heard anything about it.
Yes.
Got him.
You got your disease. No, we're on the down low. There are 5 men's Ashes tests coming your way later this year.
Start planning.
We're going to talk about Nathan Lyon, the man who has taken 562 wickets at 30, 7th of all time. Murali, the only off-spinner above him. I don't think he's going to catch him, but you never put it past Nathan. 110 wickets against England in 30 tests and only 1 wicketless test against England. So that record would suggest, lady and gentleman, that this man is going to have a fair role to play this Ashes series. What is that role?
Off spin.
Cutting edge. Cutting edge. You're going to go far in the media after you've stopped playing.
I've nailed it.
His role won't change.
No.
Nathan Lyon, where he's developed so much over time, and look at his 562 wickets. So these are the series your big players get up for. They're the ones they mark in the calendar. They got the whole build-up leading into now, and his role will change throughout the whole series. There'll be times where he'll have to play a holding role because the quicks are going from the other end or on top of the game. But there'll also be times where he'll see the game and he'll go after it. I think England will go hard at Nathan Lyon, which will play in our favour. I think that'll give us wicket opportunities. And the one thing here in Australia, his best friend is the bounce. He's always said that. He loves bowling at Brisbane, Perth. He had an outstanding record in Adelaide. But he's our most important cog in our attack because he balances the other 3. Yep. And you don't have to play with Nathan Lyon there. If there's a situation where, say, Cameron Green can't bowl, you're okay because Nathan Lyon can play so many different roles. That's why they try to hit him out of the attack.
Yep.
How much do the quicks love having Nathan there to essentially sometimes bowl a whole session at one end?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of his many roles that Huds is just talking about, that he can give them the opportunity to down tools for a bit. But I think most importantly, they go at him. Like, they see Nathan as an opportunity to try and make runs, and that's his greatest strength, is that he's actually really hard to hit out of the attack because he's quite accurate. The way he bowls, the bounce he gets, but also the drop he gets as well. To try and hit him away is actually quite tricky. So, yeah, I was reading a lot about all this stuff, and I know everyone loves Scott Boland and how amazing he is and how great he's been in our group for a bit, and everyone wants to see the 4 quicks play, but I just don't see Nathan Lyon missing out at any point unless you literally show up somewhere and it's a green seamer and you think it's going to go 2.5 days. You can't see Nathan Lyon not being in the side.
Especially the way the first 3 tests are. His record, oddly enough, at Melbourne and Sydney is outside of what it is, certainly at Perth at that new ground over there. Now, he hasn't played England at that new ground. He took 8 in the first test. He played there in 2018 against India, and he's got a record of 29 wickets at 20 on that ground.
The bounce.
Yeah, take away Nathan Lyon's record for a second. We always play a spinner in Australia, and the reason you do is it might be a bit green to start with, but as a test match goes on, the wickets become really, really flat at times, and you need someone to play different roles. The ball becomes softer, the Kookaburra ball, and it's really, really brave to think about going in without a spinner. I don't think it'll happen at all. I think he's world class. It won't surprise me if he's our leading wicket taker through the series.
Just that bounce, I don't know how much it kept to Nathan in Australia, but just describe it to us. Like, are you sometimes all of a sudden catching the ball way above hip height when you least expect it? Or
well, one of the biggest things with Nathan is it was the caught behinds. He gets that extra bounce, and you're catching him up just under chest height. So I found him great to keep to, because every ball felt like an event, especially on days 4 and 5. You're always in the game, whether you got the one that slides on the outside edge of the right-hander, the big turner, the one through the gate. But his record speaks for itself. You very rarely, well, you shouldn't actually, with the way the wickets are in Australia, go in without a spinner. It's the most important cog in our attack. I know Scotty Boland's done outstanding. We got a little sample size of what 4 quicks look like in the West Indies, but this England batting lineup's a lot different. You're going to need variations. So
that was in the pink ball test on a Jamaica, wasn't it?
Yeah, the
4 quicks
turned
2.5 days.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need a spinner.
Yeah. That was, it didn't matter who played. They were missing the ball anyway. We all know it. They don't want to play Test cricket. That's another episode.
It gave you a chance to get some more rum punch into you over the 2 spare days. Anyway,
so I think he's got a huge role to play. I don't think we'll go in at all without a spinner.
Is it an accident that he's dismissed Ben Stokes 9 times and Joe Root 8 times?
I wouldn't say it's an accident, no. Like, I think Ben Stokes has had his issues with off spin, but I think it's like Nathan Lyon in particular, and we've just harped on about it for a couple of minutes about just his bounce, the unique way that he bowls his off spin. I think troubles a lot of people, and we know that Ben Stokes' strike rate against spin in Test cricket isn't that great. So he's going to play a really crucial role. The Joe Root one's really interesting. That hadn't really crossed my mind. Well,
he has bowled a lot to him. Like, they played 30 Test matches.
David Warner harping on about Josh Hazlewood, like maybe harp on about Nathan Lyon as well. But he gets good players out, and that's, I think, taking 562 wickets isn't suggesting you're cleaning up the tail a lot. You're probably getting some of the best players out bowling.
Yeah.
The other thing he does is brings a little bit of niggle. Nathan Lyon, I think he's already come out and said, I don't understand what Bazball is. Are they playing to win? Are they playing for moral victories?
He also said Jack Leach is their best spinner, so he's already rattled a few cages. Jack Leach isn't coming to Australia, I wouldn't have thought.
Well, that's the thing about England. Who is their Nathan Lyon? Who is their spinner? I don't think they still know.
Well, I think Bash is actually doing not a bad job.
He does Nathan Lyon's role, not at the standard as Nathan Lyon, but he does that
role. But he's learning. He's learning on the go.
He's learning, but are they certain about him? Like, not Nathan Lyon levels of certainty. That'd be unfair, but
I think they are.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they're picking the guy.
One of the annoying things about Nathan's injury in 2023, it was multi-layered, but
was that he was sitting at the top and had to come down the stairs with a busted calf?
Needed to get the travelator.
It still annoys me. Just sit down the bottom, mate.
That we didn't fully get to see him in the Bazball era, if you like, but the early indication in Birmingham was that Harry Brook tried against him and Nathan Lyon got him out twice. I get the feeling that Harry Brook will like the ability to try and go after Nathan and do that role of hit him out of the attack. Who would win that battle?
That's okay.
The bowler always gets the last laugh. It's the sad thing about cricket.
Yeah, that's okay. Nathan Lyon's got 562 Test wickets. Oh, we're going to slog you, Nathan. Whoa, do you reckon he's hiding under his bed? All of a sudden, it brings him into the game. Yep. The one thing I would do...
Imagine if he was.
We might be.
Like, literally hiding under his bed, fearful of it. Nathan, come out. Come and play some cricket. It's okay.
It brings him into the game, doesn't it?
He comes on to bowl with a cow corner and a long on. He knows that some people are going to come after him. He doesn't start with any of his, with his drive up. He's always got one back straight away, knowing that they're going to go hard. So he's well prepared for that.
Yeah. And England won't be able to control themselves and just go nudge. Joe Root might be.
I'm not so sure about that.
New era of Bazball.
Yeah. They've played better to where the game's taking shape. So I think Brendan feels more uncomfortable with the Bazball tag than anyone. I think he's come in some time ago to get ready for this Ashes, and they're starting to evolve what sort of game style they want to play. It's going to be a cracking series. And the man we've spoken about, Nathan the Goat Lyon, he will have, like, if he has a good series, we win. He'll have one of the biggest influences on this series than anyone.
It's more the pressure now that I think that they're dealing with. Before they were playing this carefree style of cricket. We don't care if we lose, but we want to entertain people. But all of a sudden people started caring that they were losing, and they started caring that they were losing as well, and adapted their game style, which I thought went really well in that first part of the Indian series. Then all of a sudden you take your captain out of the last game and you're put under pressure in that last day and a half. Things started to happen. So that's where the real test is, and I think that's where Australia come into play and go, how do we put them under pressure early and make them make those silly mistakes, because we know that they're capable of making them, because they want to move the game forward. So, and that's where I think Nathan Lyon plays a big role.
So that's our Ashes spotlight for this week. It was Nathan Lyon, and I don't know who we're going to choose next week, but we'll decide probably 30 minutes before we record the podcast and go from there.
Well, I won't, because that'd do my head in. I need to prepare.
Okay.
Ben Duckett.
Okay.
Done.
Ben Duckett. Fair enough. Ben, we're coming for you next week.
Well, they are coming for Ben Duckett. Don't worry.
Sundries. World Photography Day this week. Some great photographers in cricket. And a lot of those pics you'll see on Willow Talk social media, because we just pick the bones out of that and we get access to them, which is great news. But what's your favourite cricket photo of all time? Heels, you offered this up first on the group chat. Do it.
It's still my favourite photo. And I actually messaged her straight after, because I was like, I just saw it again in my phone and laughed. Meg Lanning after the 2022 ODI World Cup, which we know meant a lot to a lot of people, but Meg's very professional. What you see is what you get a lot of the time. But this photo is her holding a beverage after we won with horns up like this. And her fingers are crooked and it's hilarious. And she's like going, woo. And I just thought that that's still my favourite photo in cricket. Just knowing what that World Cup meant to our group, and Meg in particular, to see her let her hair down finally was like, it's still my favourite.
So that exterior that Meg has, that's inner Meg? That is Meg being true to herself, or is it her alter ego coming out after a sip or two?
No, I think that was just Meg finally going, yes. Like all the pressure was
relief.
off. Yeah. It was awesome, because she is very steely-eyed, very determined, very good at what she does. I'm still carving it up in the 100. But then just to see her finally relax and enjoy what she'd achieved, it's still my favourite photo. It's awesome.
Mine's Freddie and Brett Lee, 2005 Ashes.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, and I just think with all that went on, but there's also another one I liked even more from that game, is the catch down leg side with the hands off the glove.
I know why, because it proves that it was the wrong decision. You started so well there,
and
it was a beautiful story, and then it's like, no, but we won. We didn't lose. We should have won. Can't help yourself, can you?
It was a good photo.
What about the photo of you and a very fresh-faced Ben Stokes at Adelaide Oval after you'd got called back after it was revealed he bowled a no ball when he got you out for his first Test wicket? That's one of my favourite test photos of all time.
Were you smiling?
Always smiling. I get in trouble.
No. You look at the photo and he's got this look on his face. So I like it. You can just see, you can hear the words coming out of his mouth with that smart-ass look on his face. It was fantastic. Shout out to Ben.
I tell you a funny one I've seen. It was in that same series where we might have got the last wicket, and we jump up and punch, and someone put a guitar in my hand. I think I'll try to find it.
Either that or the sorry to cut you off. We don't want to hear about yours.
No, don't worry about it.
The photo, only because I was sitting there living it, and I felt like I was a part of the photo, but I'm not. The last day in Melbourne this summer, the Border Gavaskar Trophy.
Is that with everyone around the bat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marnus like doing something, trying
Trying to effect a run out.
but everyone's like celebrating.
Everyone's appealing.
That's a
and
cracking
Marnus is
photo.
diving across the pitch to flick it back
Yeah.
to try and get him out 3 times.
That's a cracking photo.
No, but it was, of course.
I tell you, the best photographer was that Phil Hilliard. He used to
He's
tour
still
with
around?
us. Yeah,
Yep.
mate. He took some great
Yeah.
shots of the cricket.
Yeah.
My most iconic cricket photograph.
Oh, no.
It's the Tide Test, 1960.
Oh, okay.
And there's a great story behind it.
Were you 13
it's,
then?
Yeah, it's before our time, Bradley. But up in Brisbane, 1960, Tide Test, the West Indians effect a run out on the last ball to tie it up. First ever Tide Test, 1 of 2, of course. Incredible story behind it because the photographer on the day, Ron Lovett, working for The Age, had 12 photographs to take. That's all his camera could do. 12 photographs.
Oh, so he left one for the
And
end.
he kept one up his sleeve
Unbelievable.
until that moment. One of the greatest cricket photos. And I reckon when I was growing up playing cricket, that it was the cover of every scorecard book
Yeah, it's a scorebook.
that the scorers had. And that was the photo. And I just remember seeing it all through my childhood, that photo, and learning about it. It's an amazing test match and an amazing photograph.
Were you the kid that scored? Did you get a scorebook?
No,
I felt
refused
like he was.
to.
Yeah, no.
Refused to.
I feel like you should have been.
Scoring creates
hard.
no. It creates more anxiety as a parent
Yeah.
than anything in the world. You
Even
know why?
umpiring?
Oh, umpiring's easy.
Yeah?
Not out.
Or out. Don't like that kid.
Because you have the app now and it's got live scores, and you can refuse to do the app. Happy to write?
Yep.
Because if the app stops, you look up and all of a sudden there's 10 parents running. You're just thinking, get the app right, get the app right, get the app right before they get it. And they turn around and go back.
So it's all done on an app now.
Oh, but it creates more anxiety. When you're on to do the app, I say to Corinne, I've got to go to work.
Oh, yeah, how's about the parents just calm down a little bit and let the
mate,
kids
doesn't
play?
happen. then your phone rings when you're scoring. What's happened with the app? I say, mate, I'm on paper. Sorry, hang up the phone, mate. It's creates more anxiety than anything. Scoring.
Hey,
Yuck.
parents, sit down.
Sit down.
Moral of that story.
Yeah.
Sit down. Doesn't matter.
You're going to be a tough umpire when you're umpiring kids.
I shan't
cricket.
be umpiring.
Why not?
I can do square leg.
Yeah.
Stumping, yes.
Have you ever given a kid out hads that you just didn't like the attitude of? So I went, no, I'm going to get you
I've
back
gone
here.
the other
Off
way.
you go.
Have you heard the kid I didn't give out?
No?
Oh, you're about to out yourself on Willow Talk. I wouldn't
Well,
tell it.
Don't you reckon? No, I'll tell it. No one will listen anyway.
Too late. now.
We don't need
So
any more
I'm
Sundries.
umpiring my oldest son's team, and I said to the other coach, I'm not going to give LBWs today because they're playing on turf for the first time, and this game will be over in 15 minutes. It's going to roll. He goes, well, I'm going to. I said, you do what you have to do. Anyway, this kid's come out to bat, and he's skipped out to bat. He goes, this is the first time I've ever played on turf.
Oh,
How
bless.
good is it? I said, good. My grandfather's there, told me about it. My older brother, my dad. He nicked the first ball. Anyway, I went, not out. Big nick.
Went to third slip.
Mate, the keeper's caught it like that. And I just,
Stuart Broad did the same thing.
mate,
Yeah,
I
fine.
couldn't do it. And Phil, the kid, said, did you hear something? I said, I'm not sure. Do you reckon he hit his pad? So I convinced him that he hit his pad. His bat was away. I didn't have it in me to give him out first. But next ball, he hit a 4. I thought, oh, gosh, this kid's a gun. He's going to get a 100. Then he got out.
Yeah.
Skipped off, was the happiest man in the world.
Yeah.
But I didn't give any LBs that day. No, and the other umpire did the same to right at the end.
Right.
The last dismissal, he gave it LB, and I looked. He said, what do you reckon? I said, mate, if it's out, it's out. And he went, because they would have won. And he goes, oh, out. I said, it's up to you. I don't care. Just make your decision. He goes, not out, not out, not out.
Oh.
He changed his decision, mate. It's funny. And I don't give wides when I'm umpiring kids, unless it misses the wicket, which is a no ball.
What if you umpired John Hastings?
Well, they were all no balls. The reason I don't give wide, you watch little kids play, that comes near them, they go, move their bum,
Yeah.
and they'll look at the umpire. So I say, you could have hit that. Like, learn to hit the ball. I teach my kids, if it's off the grass and stops, whack it. You only get 10 balls.
Not
Hit
allowed
him.
to do that anymore. Yeah.
Hit him.
Oh, it feels like a whole episode we could go into
We could
this.
umpiring with Hads.
Umpiring with
I haven't
hats.
done much. It's funny, the banter of some of the kids.
Especially Brody on that occasion. Outstanding.
Hey, you tell me how you would have given that out.
Yeah,
The kid skipped out.
I'm with you. It's pretty cute.
It was Big Nick.
Yeah, fantastic.
Match fixing in school cricket.
This was club cricket. First time they played on turf.
Oh, dear.
Right, India have named their T20 squad for the Asia Cup. Shubman Gill is backed as vice-captain. Suryakumar Yadav is captain. Jaiswal been dropped. Shreyas Iyer out of the side.
Oh, my God.
What has happened
It's
there?
a Punjab conspiracy.
Well, one, leadership qualities. Two, the style of player he is under pressure. And he's someone that everyone plays better when he's in the team. I have no idea. I first thought when I was reading it that he was injured, but he's not. So it's a strange decision for me because he brings so much to the game. I actually thought he was going to be captain.
Yeah.
Extraordinary selection. Points towards their depth again. We keep on talking about it. Meantime, Australia, the Blokes are heading to New Zealand for a three-match T20 series in October. It's the 20-year anniversary of T20 cricket, the start of, so New Zealand will be bringing back the beige. Just moments after they've introduced electricity in New Zealand. It's fantastic. They're bringing back the beige. Maybe Australia can go retro as well. And unfairly, I only said that because there's a sledge on the rundown from producer Joel, our Kiwi friend. He said maybe Australia will be going retro as well, bowling underarm balls.
Whatever gets the W, Joel.
Whatever gets the win. Not even going to be at the Olympics.
Like, aren't we beige there?
And the 100 is underway for the women as well. Meg Ladding and Grace Harris are on top of the runs leaderboard with 202 and 199 as we sit here and record this episode. And the men's is well and truly on as well. Liam Livingston and Josh Butler on top, scoring plenty of runs. See, this goes to the point. Josh Butler's got his podcast. You've got your podcast, and you can score runs and do a podcast all at once. Fantastic.
All right.
Rashid Khan and Sam Curran on top of the wicket takers for the Blokes.
Butler and Broad's podcasts will be actually quite entertaining
Yeah.
listening to coming closer to the Ashes to get the other side on how much they hate us.
Yeah, actually, it would be. Maybe they'll ask us to come on the show.
We can do a collab.
Yeah.
A collab. They've just got to be consistent.
Broady's a
though,
good
guys.
storyteller.
He's cleaned up. He's doing SEN and Channel 7 and he's probably
he'd be
doing
good.
something for England. He's probably doing that. He will clean up down here. Everyone loves him all of a sudden. See, your
Everyone
villains are
loves a
loved
villain.
when they
Yeah.
retire.
Yeah. He handled it well too.
Yeah, be a villain. That's the key to it all. Hads, over in New Zealand, you could clean up over there.
I won't get out alive.
Heels in India, with
I
all your
might be
friends.
loved one day. Yeah.
Be a villain.
I'll remain
everyone.
a villain, everyone.
That's the key to life. That's it. Hads, good luck getting out of the car park.
You don't need a ticket.
Apparently. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks for watching the Willow Talk podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't have to miss an episode wherever you are. And while you're at it, check out these videos up here. They're mostly good.